Hey everybody, I wanted to give you an update because, well, I haven't made a video in a while and we've got some changes. We got kind of distracted by a couple things. It snowed and we kind of played in the snow. And then I started up an Airbnb and so that took a little bit of time. But now we're ready to get back at it, and so before we do, I thought maybe it'd be a good time to do an update. All right, to start with, I thought I'd kind of give you a refresher like tour. Behind the curtains, we're gonna have a seat that faces that way. Over here, there's a window that they could look at. Right now, they just see my other van. But the idea is that you could sit in that seat and look out the window and enjoy the view. And it'll be wide enough for two people. I'm gonna have some drawers here and probably a pantry and a place for a microwave. Have a closet here with a full-length mirror, maybe some drawers at the bottom, and then a bed back here. And we got windows over the head and the foot of the bed. And we have some cabinets up here. Over here we'll have a kitchenette with a fridge in it and a sink, and then an extension to the countertop. Since our last update, we continued this ceiling down. We put in some reading lights, which the wires are here. They'll go to a switch that will be by the bed, so they'll easily be able to turn on the reading light. The windows were in, but we put framing around the windows and this kind of bumped out wall area to make room for the bed. We did mount a bed in here, but then we removed it so we could work in here and not have it in our way. So there will be a bed with slats from IKEA, a middle slot from IKEA, and then we make the outside with some 2x3s and 1x6s. We recently just put in these cabinets. These are sort of like for over the bed, so I imagine that there'd be clothes here, and then this is over the kitchenette area, so there'd be, you know, kitchen sort of things. Down here we put in some electrical. It's still kind of a mess. Some things aren't quite in place yet. We went ahead and installed the heater. This is a gray water tank so that we can drain from the sink into the gray water tank, and it can hold the waste from your sink, and then whenever it's a good time you can drain it. It's got a electronic ball valve, so you can just flip a switch to drain it. That'll be really nice for the owners. Okay, this van is mostly the same, but there's a little bit of, it's just a little different, so we'll show you that one too. So this is Duke, the other van. It's mostly the same. There's a couple differences. The cabinets aren't done. You can see the bottom's not in these yet. We will be putting backs on this so you don't see all this back here, but for now this is what it is, and there'll be cabinet doors. This one, you can see we put a kitchenette in this one where we didn't on the other one. So there's going to be basically two areas here on the kitchenette. So the sink will go here. These are just to hold this in place for now, but the sink will go here with a faucet. You'll have some drawers under here, and then on this side it'll be a countertop. It's got a drawer here, probably for your silverware and other items, and then right here there's going to be a drawer that has the fridge in it. The heater's right below, which you're like, oh my gosh, what about the heater next to the fridge? But it's fine because we built this box around it. It's very well insulated. It's an insulated box. That's where the gray water tank is on this one, so you can kind of see it in relation. But the fridge will go right here. I want to show you what it looks like inside here. This is the hose from the heater to the vent, and then it's insulated all around, and then this side is open to the garage, and the top is insulated. So I wanted to show you the fridge drawer in here. So this is the fridge, and it opens like this. I want this to be very open, so that it can vent and all that kind of stuff and work properly. So this is what I did. It's normally mounted, there's usually a handle right here. And so normally this handle goes on there. And so what I did was I took the handle off, I went to the hardware store and found what screws, what size, thread screws and everything. And then I got some bolts to fit this. Well, then what I did was I used a Forstner bit to smash that like button. Okay, but seriously, I used a Forstner bit to sort of countersink the holes. And so it's being held up by where you'd hold the handles. And so it's here on the front and the back too. We used plywood on the sides, and we used pocket hole screws to hold the front onto the sides. And then, you know, there's drawer slides on here. And then on the back, it connects much the same way this does. And so this allows us to, basically the fridge is the drawer. So yeah, I think that's going to work pretty well. And then these will have drawer faces on them eventually. Since our last update, we were using these little step stools that were kind of rickety, or we'd use a cinder block. You know, this is a 20-inch step, and when you're doing that all day, it gets to be, you know, okay, I'm kind of sort of whining, but it's nice to have a step in between. I had some leftover, some 2x4s from something else that were basically this size. What we did was we made these step stools so that they will not tip over. You have to try to tip these over, because I put these legs out to the sides, and it's very, very sturdy. So you see the bottom, the underside of it. So, I mean, you can make your own if you want. You can vary the height of it by this board, and then we just painted it black because I had some black paint. So this is just really nice because it's a step that's halfway up, so it makes it going in and out so easy, and you don't have to be as careful stepping on it going in and out, and just as fast as you want to, and it's not going to tip over. We made 4 of these, so we have 2 vans, and we have the sliding door and the back door, and each of them have one of these. So this is a gravel driveway, and there's big gravel here, and the other one, you know, you'd have to work to try to get it to where it would lay flat. Well, since this is such a large area, it doesn't matter. If it wiggles a little bit, doesn't matter. And it pretty much is, it's quite stable. As you can see, it's just really easy to go in and out. Yeah, so we spent like well, it's like a rainy day, right? We didn't spend a day that we'd be working on the vans anyway, doing that. I have 300 subscribers. I know that's not much, but that's cool to me. I think that's awesome. So yeah, one of the best ways you can support this channel is to like and subscribe. Anyway, thanks for joining us, and until next time, adventure awaits.